For more, we're joined now by CBS MLB insider Jim Bowden. Jim, big winner Tuesday here. Got to be the Jays. The Yankees fall to Toronto, but maintain that top spot in the AL wildcard race because the Red Sox, they can't seem to figure out the Rays, and frankly, few can. There's only so many ways to say it, but this ball club, Jim, they show up to the ballpark night in and night out. We're watching teams across the big leagues go hot and cold weeks at a time, but Tampa, they seem to be winning with consistency this season.
Yeah, look, they're the defending American League champions, and I think when they got to the All-Star break and they added the veteran Nelson Cruz to the middle of that lineup, and then GM Eric Neander called up Wander Franco, it just took this offense to a whole nother level. And now we're looking at this Tampa Bay Rays team. They're first in the American League in runs scored with 756. You saw tonight Nelson Cruz, 2 more home runs. He's just been unbelievable and a big leader. Had 4 hits tonight in that ball game. And now you've got Tampa with 195 home runs. That's second only to the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League. They also have speed. They've had 70 stolen bases this year. That's 5th in the league. This team can score runs at will. You know, you saw that 12 spot they put up tonight against the Red Sox in those highlights. Guess who was on the bench? Brandon Lau and his 30-plus homers. Austin Meadows and his 20-plus homers. They've got 8 hitters in double digits in homers. So this is a very, very special team to watch. And then on the mound, I mean, how about the fact they're 3rd in the league in ERA as well? What I can't believe is the fact they've got 14 pitchers this year, 14, that had ERAs with a 2 or less in front of it, 6 more with ERAs of 3 or less under it. How about 20 pitchers that had an ERA of 3+ or less? I mean, we've never seen that before. It's incredible. And part of that is also because they're the best defensive team in the American League. But let's be very clear about this Tampa Bay team. Despite the fact they're only going to have 1 pitcher that pitches 150 innings this year, only 1 guy has a chance. That's Ryan Yarbrough. Everyone else, maybe they get to 130, maybe 2 or 3 other guys. But this is the team to beat in the American League. There's no doubt in my mind they've gone past both the White Sox and the Astros once again to be right now the best team in the American League and the team to beat.
Yeah, instant offense, just add pitching. Game within the game here, Jim. Wander Franco, you mentioned it. It's been as advertised. He extends his on-base streak to 37 games, which is the 2nd longest ever by a player 20 years old or younger. I know it's a stat filled with qualifiers, but anytime you're passing the mick in a given category, you're doing something right. Another testament here to this Tampa front office. How do they continue to get it right in player assessment and development?
Yeah, I mean, look, they really understand scouting, analytics, science, development. They've got the whole package. There's not a team in baseball that's done a better job from a Wall Street perspective, wins per revenue, wins for player payroll. They're first. And when we talk about Wander Franco, there's a reason we've all been saying he was the best prospect in baseball. He belongs in the conversation with Fernando Tatis, Ronald Acuna, and Vladimir Guerrero. What he's doing as a 20-year-old is special. He reminds me of a cross of Tony Gwynn and Jimmy Rollins. And I'll tell you, the ceiling is unlimited of what he's going to do. And the one thing I will guarantee, in his career, he will win multiple batting titles. His hit tool, I grade 80 out of 80. Tony Gwynn's the only other hitter I gave an 82. There is no doubt that if anyone's going to hit 400 again after Ted Williams, Wander Franco in his career is going to have a chance to do that. The sweet spot contact, you know, to get on base 36 consecutive games as a 20-year-old, that's just stupid.
High praise from our guy Jim Bowden, and it is well-deserved after what we've been seeing here. Elsewhere, we got soap opera stuff rolling on in the Bronx. Today's another rendition of General Hospital. Gerrit Cole exits in the 4th with what was originally looked to be a hand issue, but the team's calling it a hamstring issue, a hamstring tightness specifically. We'll learn more about the severity, obviously, in the coming days, but your level of concern right now is what?
Well, I just talked to the Yankees after the final out, and they tell me that Gerrit Cole actually took himself out of the game. It's a mild hamstring strain. They do not believe they need to take an MRI. They said there's a chance he could make his next start. If I was guessing based on my experience, he'll probably miss 1 start. I think that Cole knows his body. He did the smart thing to get out of the game so it doesn't get worse. So I think if he misses 1 start, probably be fine. They tell me they're going to probably bring up Michael King on Friday. He's pitching in the minor leagues tonight. They also told me that both Severino and Herman threw bullpens today, and both were impressive. So help is on the way for the Yankees. Yes, this is a setback, but if he only misses one start, that's going to be okay for New York. They're going to need him down the stretch. There's no doubt about it. And they're going to need him for the first game of that wild card if and when they get there. But certainly anytime your ace gets out of a game, it makes you frown a little bit if you're manager Aaron Boone or GM Brian Cashman.
Jim Bowden's always tapped in with the pinstripes and elsewhere around the league. We got to talk about this slump that the Yankees have fallen into. Regardless of who's on the bump, 1 run over 18 innings is not going to do it. Yankees' last extra base hit came in the 6th inning on Sunday. I know we kind of came to consensus yesterday that this team has got too much talent. They're likely going to be in that wild card series, but how do they snap out of this current funk and hold off this chase back over the final month?
Look, they're going to have to hit to win, right? They're going to miss Loaizaga more than people think. They're missing Britton, as we all know. Chapman hasn't been Chapman. So if they're going to win, this team has to score 6 runs a night, basically. They've been facing a very tough Toronto team who's locked in right now. Don't underestimate how good this Blue Jay team is. But it's going to be interesting to see. Tonight, Joey Gallo is on the bench. They played Stanton and Judge on the corners, Voit at DH, Gardner in center. It'll be interesting to see if Gallo is back in there tomorrow or if Aaron Boone keeps that same offense out there, which right now has been a better offense the way Gallo has struggled. The other thing that'll be interesting, you saw Andrew Velazquez tonight, multiple hits at both sides of the plate. At shortstop, he continues to play good defense there. It'll be interesting to see if Torres goes to short, if he sticks with Velazquez. But if this team is going to win, they got to hit, and the big boys have to do it. It's Judge, it's Stanton, it's LeMahieu, it's Rizzo, and it's Voit, and they got to step up and get the job done. This is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde team? They are so streaky, it's ridiculous. Do they have one more winning streak in front of them? I think they do, but they're going to need it if they want to make sure they're in that playoffs.
1 win could mean 10 with the way things are going right now in the Bronx. He's Jim Bowden breaking it all down here on CBS Sports HQ. Thanks, JB.
Thank you.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.